Let's go to Shirley, who calls from Watford. Shirley, you're on Talksport.
Yes, I was just wondering if you sort of watched the news tonight. It was about a dog, a 9-month-old child. The child had crawled up to the dog's bowl, and the dog had bitten her, which to my mind wasn't the dog's fault. And the dog was put down. What is your views on that?
Well, can dogs ever be at fault? Can you think of a situation in which, in your view, a dog would be at fault?
Well, the dog...
I asked the question in all seriousness. I'd really like you to tell me...
Well, the dog was a Rottweiler.
No. Can you give me a situation in which a dog made the wrong moral choice?
No.
No. So, in other words, the notion of the dog being at fault is, of course, ludicrous.
I have a Rottweiler. I have an 18-month-old...
As indeed is this conversation already.
Well, I have an 18-month-old grandson and a 4-year-old granddaughter. And we...
What training do you have for either?
The dog is fed outside...
What training do you have for either being a parent or the owner of a dog?
You don't put the dog or the child in that situation.
No, I'm asking you a specific question. Is it a listening problem? What training do you have for owning a dog?
I don't understand what you mean by what training do I have.
Have you had any training at all for looking after a dog?
I have had 3 Alsatians and 2 Rottweilers.
Is that none at all, you mean? No training? You haven't been trained at all?
Yes, my husband is a dog trainer.
Your husband is a dog... Why didn't you say that to begin with?
Well, I didn't quite realise what you meant by it.
What? Well, do you mean the question was
what I'm trying to say is
oblique somehow?
What I'm trying to say is you don't put a dog in that situation and you don't put a child in that situation.
Where did your husband learn to train dogs?
Well, my husband is 53. He's always trained dogs.
Where did he learn to train dogs?
He learned to
How
train
long
dogs.
have you been married to him?
30 years.
And you don't know how he learned to train dogs?
He learned from somebody who was already training dogs.
Who?
A trainer.
What qualifications did that person have?
Well, to be honest, I don't know. I don't sort of delve into those situations.
Are you going to tell us then that you're actually better trained?
No, I wasn't saying that.
Are you better trained? In which of these two... No, in which of... I'm really interested. In which of these two things, then...
What I'm trying to say...
Do you have a better background?
I don't have a better background.
Dogs or children?
What I'm saying is you don't put a child in that situation and you don't put a dog into that situation.
Yes, but I am trying to establish whether you know anything at all about either of the two extremely important organisms that you're talking about. I suspect that you know nothing of merit about dogs and nothing of merit about children.
Oh, so then I have not brought up children and I have not brought up dogs. Is that what you're saying? I cannot control the dog and I cannot control children.
Persuade me. Otherwise, persuade me.
That is what you're telling me in saying I cannot bring up children.
That's not what I said.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No, that's what you have twisted. What I said to mean, because that's not what I said. What I said was, and I will say it again, is that I suspect that you don't have any expertise
on children
in either dogs or children.
You are joking.
Expertise.
Right. My husband learned to train dogs from somebody who trained dogs for television shows, police dogs, and those sort of things. And
yes, but you wouldn't acquire his expertise merely by inhaling in the same room as him.
Oh, no, but common sense tells you...
Oh, common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense.
Tells you...
Common sense.
Do not feed a dog in the house where
Right.
there are children.
Now listen to me. Just listen to this, okay?
Right.
And you'll see what you're up against, Petal, okay? Are you listening?
I am listening.
Are you
to
sitting down?
I'm in bed.
Have you got a pen?
Have I got a pen? No, I've got my grandson. Yes, I have got a pen.
Okay, good. All right.
Right.
All right. Now then, the person you're talking to, all right,
Yes.
was for 2 years a professional animal trainer and has a degree in child development. Okay?
Go on then.
Now, when I said that I suspect that you have no expertise in either of the two areas
Right.
in which you have an opinion, all right, I was talking about that kind of thing. Expertise. Knowing what you're talking about. Okay?
I do know what I'm talking about, and I know you do not feed a dog where there are
You
children.
don't know much as I do.
I'm sorry, I don't think you know as much as I do.
Well, did you write down what I said?
Yes?
Are you as well qualified as that?
Yes?
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Where did you get your degree in child development?
What do you mean? A college?
Which one?
Well, that doesn't matter.
That's beside the point, isn't it? That's beside
Yeah.
the point. That's absolutely beside
There's
the point.
institutions and there's institutions.
I can't be doing with anybody who's got a Rottweiler. I just can't understand, can't grasp it.
No,
I can't.
vicious.
Oh, your bath power competition. Ash has just given me a note on that.
We've got a couple in there.
Two.
We've got a man and a woman.
Fantastic. So I speak to them.
We're only meant to have one, but two.
Can I bring them up together?
Yeah, bring them up together.
I'll do that.
We've got to check that they're both in the bath. So.
Okay, I've got Louisa, who's in Bedford, who's in the bath. Hello,
And they've
mate.
got to be naked.
Rottweiler.
Yeah.
That is it. You are taken off air.
Is that woman still on?
Yeah.
Yes,
I've just got rid of
afraid
her. Who's that? Stephen? He's in the bath.
Yeah. Hello, mate. You're right.
Yeah, I'm all right. So you're buck naked in the bath?
I am.
Excellent.
Splashing around.
Shirley?
I'm still here.
I put the phone down.
No. That is Shirley.
Yeah, you cut the one who was the woman in the bath.
I've cut the woman off in the bath.
Oh, no. I'm looking
Oh,
forward
Why
to
is
that.
it when people say they have a Rottweiler, then people want to go off the air?
I've got to let you go, Shirley, apparently.
No, that's precisely it.
No, it isn't it. It's it.
Now, what was her
Terrible.
name? To go? Was it Louisa?
Louisa, I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Well,
I
if
got
she
rid of
phones in the
Louisa.
next few minutes.
Louisa, could you phone in fast? Phone in fast. But Stephen, I get to give you something in the bath.
There's no answer to that, is there?
There isn't, is there? Really?
No.
So I don't know what it is. It's a prize pack.
Yes.
Or a bath power pack,
Excellent.
which apparently is something.
Excellent.
Yes.
I thought you'd have said your usual thing to that woman when she left us with that horrible image.
Hmm.
But you didn't pick up on that one.
Which one was
It
that?
shows, well, about the child being mauled by the dog.
I didn't want it. I just left it. I left it
You
alone.
left-
I
yeah.
didn't want to dwell on it because
Yeah.
it will give me nightmares.
Yeah.
I will literally have nightmares. If
Well, exactly. But you
I
say this
construct
often,
I know.
and people just don't get it.
Some
that-
people don't
yeah.
get it, mate.
You
But
don't
you
want to
do.
be left with
She's
these
back.
horrible images.
I've got your mate back in the bath.
And she's in Bedford, apparently.
Yeah.
She's just down the road from
No,
me.
what's happened now?
Hey?
She's gone again.
Oh, no.
I pressed the button. It's on conference, and I pressed button
Yeah,
one.
and it's just dodgy systems.
A moment ago, we were talking to a caller who spent 2.5 hours trying to get through to the human zoo, and he said now that he's here, he doesn't know what to say, which is great. That's fine by me, mate.
Right, Tom.
Hello, yeah, that's fine by me.
I've worked out what it is now, mate.
What?
I live in Allright.
Hull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's boring.
It is.
It's rubbish.
Terrible.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Nightmare
talk
place,
to me
right?
about it.
And I was wondering, right, if there's anybody out there
Yeah.
in the UK
Mm.
who'd be kind enough to, invite me down to their place for a few days.
Well,
Because it's absolutely rubbish,
it's awful in Hull. Well, you crap.
It's crap, mate.
Oh, the worst.
Where do you live, Tommy?
Chichester.
Chichester.
Very nice.
Is it good?
Oh, lovely.
Is it better than Hull?
Oh, yeah.
I bet it is.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been to Hull, Tom?
I have.
What did you think to it?
I played at the ground. I played in a testimonial.
All right. The football ground.
Yeah, we played against Hull's first team. It's the only time I've ever actually tested myself against a team of 11 professionals.
And I
in
bet
a-
you won, didn't you?
Well, we had Bobby Charlton and Billy Bremner playing for us, so it helped.
Right.
But Billy Bremner didn't half get stuck in.
It was good, wasn't he?
You know, we're 5 minutes into this game, and I've played in testimonials, and it's always been, you know, a bucket of water at half-time, and, you know, it's 9-6.
Yeah.
You'd always aim for 9-6, you know, plenty of goals.
Well, yeah, that's what you want, isn't it?
But 5 minutes into the game, their goalkeeper cleared it upfield,
Yeah.
and the whole number 9 was going up to try and nod it on.
Yeah.
And Billy Bremner clattered into him, elbows, knees, the rest of it. The guy went down on the floor writhing, and Bremner just trotted away with this look on his face as if to say, that's what I do. And I thought, I'm in a game here.
It was a meeting, wasn't he?
Oh, I thought, I'm in a game here, so I had to, you know, basically do my best. And I did actually do something
Yeah.
that I've often tried but never used to work. I did a dummy, and this Hull player went for it, and I slipped past him. And I realised something, you know, in a way, football is easier played at the at a higher level.
Yeah.
Because people are trying. And when a defender is really trying, he's actually easier to fool. But when you're playing in a Sunday morning kick-around, the guys just stand off you.
Yeah.
And you've got to have electric pace to get past them, because they'll just jockey you back.
But you've also got quality players with you.
Well, that's right. So, in other words, yeah, there was lots of things going on the ball.
You know,
You couldn't stop and think, you just had to do it.
it's frustrating when you're playing with low-caliber players, you
Yeah.
know.
Sorry.
It's just crap.
Does Ash play football?
Yeah, I do. I play football.
He does. He's a sporting family.
Ash plays soccer.
Yeah, up front, mate.
You any good, Ash?
Well, not bad, you know. Just missed out, you know.
Just missed out.
Just
Never
missed
really,
out.
he's like me, never really bothered.
Never really bothered, man.
Never really bothered.
Should have, like. But
Anyway, Tom, I'll leave that appeal on air.
All right then,
If
thanks,
anyone's
fella.
kind enough to invite me to their place,
So
I'll
you're
be
happy?
more than glad to take it up.
Get yourself out of Hull. And then when we came to leave Hull, we couldn't find our way out of Hull. The following morning, we stayed in a hotel, went to a nightclub afterwards, as you do. Woke up
Yeah.
in a hotel, where am I?
Mm.
And the following morning, I had to get my Mini out of Hull and all the way down to London.
Yeah.
I had 3 blokes in it. One of them was that actor, Jack Shepherd, very good actor. And we came out of Hull and there were no signposts. Loads of motorways, no signposts. So I ended up taking the lads to Manchester, which, in an 850 Mini, they weren't all that pleased. We got home eventually. Listen, Ash,
Yeah, man.
there's an old joke that used to go around Fleet Street that the worst ever headline was in the Daily Telegraph about 30 years ago, and the headline was, "Small earthquake in South America, not many dead." For lots of reasons.
Mm.
But I've got the front page of one of the papers in front of me for Monday,
Yeah.
and right across the top of the paper it says this. Headline: "No Britons killed on ski death train." Then the article reads, "No Brits are thought to be among the 155 people who died when a mountain train burst into flames in an Austrian tunnel," officials said last night. Second paragraph. "UK holiday firms and the Foreign Office revealed there had been no calls from worried British families following the disaster at the ski resort of Kaprun." Third paragraph. 8 Americans died, along with 52 Austrians, 42 Germans, 10 Japanese, 2 Slovenians, and a Croatian. Another 40 victims were unidentified last night. I don't know. I'm trying to resist the notion that there's some kind of disappointment in whoever's written this. That what they're reporting is that no Britons were killed. And I'm trying to resist the notion that Americans, Austrians, Germans, Japanese, Slovenians, Croatians, and the rest, I don't know what, don't matter. This person's got a family, he knows, he's not stupid. Just comes across badly, that's all.
Yeah, and it is bad, really. It's not in other papers like that.
No,
It's just that bad.
just comes across badly.
They seem to want to be like that.
No Britons killed on... I'm by myself saying, look, let's look at what they're trying to do here. Are they trying to reassure people who might be worried that their relatives might be on the plane? Well, no, because the second paragraph says that no UK holiday firms, nor the Foreign Office, have had a single call from anybody in Britain worried that their relatives might be on the train. So they're not putting people's minds at rest with this. No Britons killed on ski death train. 08700 40 50 60. Let's go to line 4. You're live on the Human Zoo, line 4.
Hello, it's Chris Ashley here. Tommy Boyds gone. There's blood on the walls.
There's blood on the walls, thank you. Line 4. Line 5, you're live on Talksport. Hello.
I try hard to put you out of my mind. Weekend nights I always listen to you. How can I get through the week without you? I won't cry. I won't be sorry no more. I know that this is something I'll get over. Maybe I can listen to another. It's just a matter of time. A matter of time. Life can be sweet, Tom. You just got to take a bite.
Okay, thank you. Line 6, you're live on the Human Zoo. Hello.
Call me now. Or call me live on the air, just like this. Hello. You can do that too by ringing 08700 40 50 60. Hello.
Hello, it's Adrian from Birmingham.
Yes, Adrian.
Can I speak to James, please?
Yes, Adrian.
Yes.
What's for the tingling in your hair?
Okay.
Sorry?
Yes, Adrian.
What's for the tingling in your hair?
Yeah?
Okay. What would you want, Adrian?
Yeah, I want to speak to James on a very serious subject, please.
Yes. What would that be, Adrian?
It's about Tommy Boyd.
Yes, Adrian.
Oh.
Yes?
Tommy Boyd is here tomorrow night, Adrian.
Heavy set
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So that would be a good time to ring up and speak to Tommy Boyd tomorrow night, 10 o'clock.
I want to speak to James about Tommy.
Well, James does not discuss any of his colleagues.
Yeah,
Suffice to say, he
Very
hates
wise,
them
very
all.
wise.
yeah,
He hates every single sodding one of them except the boss who pays him, and he loves him, and he would be prepared to have his children do anything he wanted if necessity arose.
And I say it with respect.
Thank you.
Okay,
He's good, this guy, James.
Yes, come on, fat boy, spit it
The
out.
guy playing the audio in is good.
Yes. Yeah, very good.
Very quick.
Very quick. It's a nice piece of audio. And very well done. Fine broadcaster, James Well.
Mm. But that guy Ash on it, he's funny, isn't it? He's good.
He's carrying.
I listen to it for him.
I do.
I mean, Wales is very good, but with that Ash, it's brilliant.
He is very, very good. We need to build him up a bit more.
I think, yeah.
We need to give him something.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs a goat.
He should have his own goat. Yeah, he definitely should have his own goat.
Own goat.
Yep. His own personal goat.
Goat for Ash. Call me now.
Goat for Ash, man.
Call me now and email. Get Ash a goat.
Thanks, man.
I coughed then. We had, when I was at Butlins as a redcoat, on a Wednesday night in the Pig and Whistle, it was amateur talent night. And we used to have our organist and our drummer, you know, in the wings, on the stage, in the Pig and Whistle. And he used to host it. And there'd be 2,000 people drinking in the Pig and Whistle. It's an immense bar that they have at all the Butlins, or they did anyway. Don't ever ask for the draft shandy. I can't tell you why, but don't. Anyway, so, and it was my turn to do it. I'd never done it before. So up you get on stage, you say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to Talent Night here at Butlins. And we've got a fantastic prize of £10 for tonight's winner, who's going to be judged by the three lovely punters. Hello, ladies. Hello, sir, who are going to sit in judgment. And can we have the first? Who'd like to come up and... you can sing a song, you can tell some jokes, or if you've got a more complex act, because some people used to actually turn up, you know, and they've got an act, you know, a magic act or a vent act, you know. Anyway, on this particular occasion, my first effort at it, standing up there, trying to pull somebody up onto stage to do something, and eventually, this chap with brill-creamed curly black hair, big forearms, white nylon shirt, undone top two buttons, that was almost de rigueur, and black trousers, and sort of Cuban heel shoes, boots, weaved up onto the stage, and I said, let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Gentleman here is going to entertain us, our first act on Talent Night tonight. What would you like to do for us, sir? And I sort of held the microphone away just to have a conversation with him, and he said, I'd like to sing My Way. So I said, fantastic, okay. So I leaned back to the old organist and drummer, and I said, gentlemen, My Way? And they went, yeah, oh yeah. So I gave them the microphone. I said, what's your name? So I'm Ralph. I said, okay, where are you from? Canby Island. I said, okay, Ralph, from Canby Island, ladies and gentlemen, and My Way. And off he went. Gave him the microphone, and he was fine, you know. And now the end is near. And this fellow was singing a song about how he'd lived his life his way. And he believed it, I tell you. He really believed it. He meant it. And he went all the way through and he got a good round of applause. And I said, thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Act number 1 tonight. It's Ralph and My Way. Can we have our next contestant, please? What about you, sir? Yes? No? Okay, fair enough. What about you, madam? The whole family up here. Yes? What about Edelweiss? No? No? Okay. Gentleman coming up here now. Another chap came up, right? A little bit older, no hair, white nylon shirt, undone top 2 buttons, the rest of it up on stage. So I held the microphone away. I said, what are you going to do? He said, I'd like to do my way. So I said, my way? I would, yes. Okay. I said to the back, my way. Okay, fine. Okay. What's your name? Claude. Where are you from? Oldham. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Oldham, second act this evening in the talent competition at Butlins, Claude, who's going to sing My Way. Gave him the microphone. And now the end is near. And he sang it all the way through with just the same amount of conviction as the first act, Ralph had done. And he got the same round of applause, a little bit more. Now, you may say I'm making this up, but I ain't. 14 acts we did that night at the Pig and Whistle. 14 acts came up on stage. We made it last a couple of hours. 11 of the 14 acts were blokes wanting to sing My Way. None of the audience went, this is ridiculous. All of the audience understood. And I promise you, and this was both surreal and poignant, all of these blokes really meant it. They really meant it. They'd done it their way. You know? I don't know what I think about that. But I can't hear the song. I can't even hear the song sung as appallingly as it was in that version there by the Flangmeister without thinking of that evening at the Pig and Whistle bar. I'm not sure exactly what I learnt that night, but I learnt something. And it will never leave me. Line 5, you're live on Talksport. Hello.
Oh, hello. Could I pleasure you, Tommy, please?
Well, I hope that I hope that it'll be the full experience, you know. A proper seduction. I hope you'll make me want to feel like more than just a sack of potatoes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Line 6. I haven't had a homosexual experience, and I'm wondering whether, if this is my only life, I ought to at least do it once. I don't think I will, but it's crossed my mind more than once. Line 6, you don't know, do you? Don't know. You know, you don't know what something tastes like until you know, you don't know what something feels like until you know. Line 6, you're live on Talksport. Hello.
If all history is relative, there can be no such concept as being. Discuss. Discuss.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm not one of these people who chucks out an opinion straight away. I'm giving it the benefit of a moment's thought. If all history is relative, what was the second bit?
There can be no such concept as being.
Being?
Being, yes.
There can be no such concept. Well, that sentence could stand alone.
3 simple words, Tom.
Which?
You are gay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I had a vaguely homosexual dream the other night. Not last night, but recently. I woke up thinking, oh, dear me. What did it involve? It involved Sam out of Cheers. Do you remember? Sam Malone? I mean, it wasn't obviously gay. It was just sort of vaguely gay. Rebecca was in it, and that I expect. But he was as well. And you don't like having handsome men in your dreams if you're going to continue to be heterosexual, because it just complicates your own self-image, you know. Line 1, you're live on Talksport. Welcome to the Human Zoo.
Welcome. Don't be afraid. You will soon become one of us. Those lights you saw, you must remain silent. You must remain silent.
Margaret Margaret Thatcher used to say about people, I think he's one of us. Would it shock you if you died and went to heaven and found out that some of the people actually on planet Earth are kind of aliens, or were aliens? It'd be wonderful to die and find out. Supposing you die and nothing, that's, well, it doesn't hurt because you're nothing, but it'd be wonderful to die and have it all explained to you. And it'd be nice to see Grandad again, yes. Wonderful to see Grandad again, actually. But best of all would be to have the whole bloody ludicrous carnival circus of it all explained to you. You know, because sometimes it almost seems to make sense, but it never really completely quite does it? Not really. You strive away doing things that you think you're supposed to do. But you can't be sure that it's what you're supposed to do. And whether you're successful at it or you fail at it, or like, you know, well, the average thing is a bit of this and a bit of that, you're never quite sure whether it makes sense. But in the morning you carry on, because it's easier than, you know, making a big song and dance about what else you might do.
Because you were talking about this book that you read, and I wasn't sort of paying attention to what you're saying, but the quote that you said from it really set my imagination going.
Mm-hmm.
But could you tell me what the author and title of the book was again? Sorry to be annoying by
Not
that.
at all, darling. We mentioned a few books. Was it Shambhala?
Yeah.
Shambhala, S-H-A-M-B-H-A-L-A, Shambhala, which is a territory in Tibet. S-H-A-M-B, Shambhala, B-H-A-L-A, one word. Shambhala. I say it's a place in Tibet. It's a mythical place in Tibet, a bit like the Lost Domain in Le Grand Monde. And it's by Chogram Trungpa. It's a difficult read.
Oh, I don't mind difficult reads.
Oh, baby, it's a very difficult read. I got to it at the end of doing an awful lot of other reading, and so I was kind of ready for it. But good luck. Yeah, good luck.
Can I also say about the earlier, sort of cast your mind back even further to the beginning of tonight's show, and the man who came on doing the impression of a cow.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say it wasn't a very good impression.
No.
Do you mind if I do a better impression for you?
I'd love that, yeah. That's not bad. I do my cows more like this.
Can I do one?
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That is a good impression.
Now, we were down by the Flood River today, and there was a donkey in the field, and he went like this. Hold on. Yeah. He was braying.
Can you do a moose?
Go on. Is that what they do? I saw a moose.
That is what a mating moose would do.
They're huge. They really are. Elephant-like.
Yeah, they are. Like a big horse. Sort
Colossal. They look prehistoric. Saw it from a plane, and it still looked big.
They're quite a dangerous beast if you get them in the wrong way.
Yeah, I've always wanted to kind of just see what these moose are like.
They're big. They're very big. I can do a speedboat. They make that sort of noise as they bob over a bit like a mosquito.
Yeah. Tsetse fly.
A tsetse fly. 08700 40 50 60. There was an act that used to do the rounds. That was a bloke. He just used to do noises. He was a funny-looking little fella, but he used to wear a tux.
Yeah.
He wasn't an A act. He wasn't a B act. He was about D. A bit like the guy on the accordion. And he used to say, he used to stand there in the middle of the stage and just go, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Picture the scene. A dark night. A car drives along a lonely road."
I remember that. I think I remember it.
and then turns off the road and drives up a gravel drive.
And then the guy gets out and walks.
Yeah, you go, the door opens. A person gets out and slams the door. And walks along the gravel path up to the front door.
Opens the front door.
Yeah, you do that. that, and his little face, he put the microphone right down his throat for some of the noises,
And then they knocked the door.
You don't get acts like that anymore, do you? Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Rang the doorbell. Bing, bing. It was... what constitutes entertainment? I don't know. 08700 40 50 60 is the number. Let's go to line 3. You're live on Talksport, line 3. Good morning. It's nearly Christmas, Yeah,
only 40 shopping days till Christmas.
My wife got a magazine out, housekeeping or something, and it had a CD taped to the front. So many magazines, have CDs taped to the front. And it was Christmas carols, so I took it straight upstairs to the bedroom and played it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I do like carols. What's your favourite carol? Do you? Oh, you're not. Oh, because you're not.
But I do know my carols.
The one I like at the moment is. I can't sing it, but I'll try. Joy to the world, pom pom dom dee 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 dee. Then I love this bit. It sounds like a waterfall. Dee 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 dee. It's about 8 different genres in one.
Wunderbar.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Do you know Silent Night, which they say is the greatest carol of the lot?
Silent Night, yeah.
Do you know this is typical of the English? They've got no sense of this. I used to drink in a pub where the Rolling Stones played their first gig ever as a band, and there was nothing in the pub to commemorate it. No. Not a plaque on the wall or a guitar or a picture of them or anything. And if it was in America, it had been turned into a shrine. Anyway, there's a little tiny church in Brighton where the bloke who wrote Silent Night first performed it as we know it today, ever. And again, what do you think there is to that? Silent Night, Holy Night.
Is there a plaque?
Nothing.
A little cup?
I was reading up on the history of carols, you see.
Yeah.
There's a little book.
Yeah.
And it was an American book, actually, yeah. And there it was in the book that that Silent Night was first performed. The reason it was written, did you know why it was written? It was written because the organ broke down 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
And so they couldn't have their carols. So the wife of the priest wrote this song for her acoustic guitar because that was the only musical instrument they would have on Christmas Eve. And that's why you've got this simple little song for one simple instrument and voice. It was originally written in German and then translated into Silent Night and first performed at this little church in Brighton. But again, nothing to commemorate.
But you can't beat Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant, come ye, oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and adore him, born the King of Angels.
Then this creepy bit. Oh, come, let us adore.
It's a cartoon.
Oh, come, let us adore. Then you get really German. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Fantastic. You're already thinking about your presents now.
Yes.
And Noel Edmonds. I wonder if he'll be on Christmas morning again.
Oh, I hope so. In the post office tower.
No.
With Mr. Wibble.
He goes round hospitals now.
With Mr. Wibble.
He goes round hospitals. I wonder if
it'll be funny, actually, to see that actually going in. No, it wouldn't be funny.
No,
going in and causing trouble in a hospital.
Mayhem, yes. Causing mayhem on
it wouldn't be
Christmas
funny,
morning.
really, though.
Yeah, no. No. There we are. 08700 40 50 60 is the telephone number. You're tuned to the Human Zoo. Chris Ashley will be here from 2. Who's there? Line 5, you're live on Talksport. Hello.
Yes, good evening. It's David of Lancashire.
Hello, David.
Yeah, it's top of the morning to you, Ron and all. You'll never be going into making a record of your choir singing, will you?
Well, I don't know.
Carol singing. Listen, Tommy, I'm a bit very concerned about these fellows who are going to be worshipping this Darwin when it appears on the £20 note. All these professors, these evolutionists, professors. I don't think we've got. So, is it possible you could invite them onto your programme?
And won't be doing that. No, I don't have experts on the programme. I just don't.
No, all right then. Well, can I say to everyone that this Darwin's coming on the £20 note, and not to be worried about it, and certainly don't believe the theory of evolution.
Well, I don't think anybody was worried about it until you mentioned it, really.
Well, they may be. Hopefully, they are seeing it. I'm not any objection to him on the £20 note. I think it's quite.
No, that would be a real waste of time, wouldn't it? Having an objection to anybody being on the £20 note.
Yeah,
that's a waste of part of your life, isn't it?
Yeah, they wouldn't listen to me if I say no.
Well, I think you should think about more useful things than what's on a £20 note. I mean, who cares what's on a £20 note? I couldn't give a stuff, not a fig.
No.
I've got far more important and useful things to do. I really wouldn't worry about it, mate.
Should be like modern day celebrities. I think it would be better.
Do you think so? What, like Lionel Blair, for example?
Rolf Harris.
Yes.
Maybe one for Roy Castle.
Yes, and I'll tell you what would really help.
My pips are going. Good. Hang on.
What would really help with inflation would be if you had lots of different faces on £20 notes and people could collect the set.
Yeah.
Because people are great collectors. And if you had George Harrison, Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney and John Lennon...
and Olivia Newton-John...
separately on £20 notes, there are people who would keep that £80 and not put it back into circulation.
Yeah.
And that would beat inflation.
Be very beneficial.
Yes.
For the nation.
Wouldn't it? Caller, do you see my point, caller?
Yes, I do. I'm with you. Yes, all the way. Yes.
Yes.
Don't worry about what that fella said to Ash about that personal thing. Don't worry about it. I hate to Kirkerplatz as it comes on the line, don't they? Every time, every week.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there we are then. It's nearly the end of the programme, isn't it? What a shame. I've been on 2 hours. You've been very, very busy tonight.
Very busy. 30,000 calls an hour, I'm told.
The lady last week, did you hear her? Mary from Preston. She must have been a weaver.
I was in bed sweating it out.
Right. If you not hear it, it's a shame. She wrote a poem. It's absolutely beautiful.
There.
I wonder if she's listening now. She must be, because she said she listened to every week.
It's what people do.
Well, if she writes, could send me a copy, please? It's DWR, Bamber Bridge.
I'd rather you didn't give out your full address.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
Wow.
There we are. Well, it's the end of the programme. It's the end of my time on here. It's just okay. Looking forward to it next week.
Me too.
Bye now. Have a good...
okay, bye.
Bye.
What a nice man.
What a beautiful man.
I'm inclined to end the show there. Well, I'm not ending the show because Chris Ashley will be here right after the news and sport at 2, and that's the main thing. Who is your man? Ash, thank you very much indeed. You're on superb form this evening, if I may say so.
Thank you very much.
Which you always are.
Yeah.
But,
you were very good yourself.
I got away with it again, didn't I?
Yeah.
This has been The Human Zoo. You're tuned to Talksport.
Why am I such a misfit? The Tommy Boyds radio experiment. It does exactly what it says in the paper.
I smell bacon.
Life's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Life's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Life's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up, and then you're gonna die.
Tommy Boy. Okay, the lines are open, 08700 40 50 60. That's the switchboard number. You can email us by going to the website, talksport.net. You want the button that says email the show. There's another button that gives you a chance to read the emails that are coming into the show. So it's getting on for being a chat room, but we get to intercept the emails, and we'll be taking some of those on air as the programme moves along. Ash is here and looking cool. So, like I said, 08700 40 50 60 is the number. Now, unlike any other phone-in the history of British radio, what we do on a Sunday night is we take calls without screening them or without filtering them, without whoever goes to air having already had a chat with somebody connected with the broadcasting organisation. Now, as I've said before, I'll say it again, don't get me wrong, that makes great radio. Phone-in radio is fantastic, but the calls are screened. If you call a phone-in show, you'll talk to somebody who'll ask you what you want to say, and will then stack you, put you in a queue, and decide when you go to air. That's great. Great radio. But, every once in a while, even better, is simply pressing a button on the switchboard without knowing who's there, or what they're going to say, or whether they've got 2 brain cells, or whether they're descended from Attila the Hun, or whatever. I'll demonstrate. We'll go straight to line 2 and say, good evening, line 2. You are live on Talksport. Who's this?
Hello, is Tim there, please?
No, he's nipped out for a takeaway.
Hello?
Line 3, you're live on Talksport. Hello.
Man. It's a bit of a sad story, yeah?
Yeah?
My auntie's ill with cancer.
Yes?
And she listens to your show a lot. Well, to Talksport generally.
Yeah.
I was like, I sing a song to her.
Sure. That out. We lost that on account of it being very sad, very, very poor. Somebody whose toes will curl at some point in their life, not too far from now, when they realise how sad that was, and that if there was a God, they heard it.
They're going to be punished for that.
Do I hope so? Now, that's an interesting moral question. Do I hope that they're going to be punished for that? Kind of punished, yes, but not bad. Punished within their own mind. That would do for me. How are you, Ash?
I'm all right, yeah.
Yeah, you look well.
Right.
You harassed. You
Harassed?
made it by the skin of your teeth.
Yeah, because of these firework display, man.
They're huge, as I was saying to Gary, who drove his show through it. There really was the noisiest firework display. Maybe it's just its proximity, but it was. It must have sounded like that in the trenches. What we heard about half an hour ago.
It gave me a bit of a flashback.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, it wasn't just traffic that was a problem.
No.
It
was very traumatic.
Very traumatic, and I got here within a couple of minutes.
Glad you did.
I thought you wouldn't be here, actually. I thought if I'm just here, then Tommy won't be here for half an hour.
Well, I deliberately set off 5 minutes early.
Did you know about that?
No, I didn't. No, but I'm beginning to become a little more psychic.
Yeah.
Gradually. We'll talk about that later. Line 4, you are live on Talksport. Good evening. Line 4's jumped ship. I'll just warn you, if you're listening and if you're new to this, we get quite a few people who ring up just to test whether we're telling the truth. It's amazing how suspicious people are. I don't entirely understand it myself. I'm not suspicious. If somebody says something... Here we go.
I'm fat.
This is line 5.
Yeah, it's not easy being fat. People don't really like it. I don't understand it myself, folks. But wherever I go, whoever I bump into, they all seem to want to say the same old thing. Yeah. You fat bastard! You fat bastard!
Yeah, no, that's cool. Line 6, you're live on Talksport. Bit of production there on line 5. Line 6, who's this?
Hi there, Tommy. I'd just like to know, despite everything you've achieved, does it worry you that you're always going to be remembered just as a man who loves Timmy Mallet?
No.
It doesn't?
Nothing worries me.
All right.
Nothing worries me anymore. Wouldn't you like to be like that?
Well...
I bet you've got stacks of worries. I mean, just the fact that you could sit around and think about that, you must be a mess.
That's poor, Tommy. That's very poor. But can I just say...
That's my line. Have you got anything original? Have you got anything of your own?
I've got one thing original.
Let's try it.
Well, basically, I believe that rhythm is a human right. So, beat my bongos, Tommy. Beat them. Beat them now. Your mama likes my bongos, so you tell your dad and your papa to beat my bongos.
Line 1, you're live on Talksport. Good evening. Line 2, you're live on Talk. We have to get through this kind of zoo, this kind of Bedlam-esque. I almost said Rampton.
Beat my bongos.
It was Bedlam, really. This kind of Bedlam-esque firewall at the start of a show. Line 2, a lot of people spend their week dreaming and booking their call and dialing, during the news and stuff, because they want to do something that they consider as art. Line 2, you're live on Talksport. Good evening.
How much is David Owen and will Michael foot the bill? Is Eddie wearing out as he walks up any hill? Has Douglas Hurdle carry weight and why does Ian rush? Where does Michael fish? Tell me what the crush? Is Katie Boyle or Stephen Fry an egg on Rolling Stone? Is Ian Paisley purple or a nice shade of mold? Does Michael pale in comparison and who did Roland bet on? Did David Steele or Kenneth Pope as Derek got his hat on? Tell me, Tiffany, how did Kenneth bake a loaf of bread? Did Jimmy Nails from Woodward building Graham Garden Smith? Did Michael win a prize and why does Matt Back a lot. Has Jenny ever read so much? Does Wayne sleep in a closet? Jenny lies in a gutter. Did John Stalker and Fowler? To the statue playing football is Stonewall Norman Fowler.
Very good indeed. Try and keep it down to about 30 seconds. You're line 3, or what do you think?
Mobile phones by equipment
Yeah.
cause a buzz, you see, so it's better to use a landline.
Landline, and if you can, and it means dismantling your phone, but that's not illegal anymore. Do you go back as far as when it used to be illegal to take the mouthpiece off your phone?
When it was British Telecom, a nationalised thing, it wasn't your property.
Reporters used to have to do it, though, because what they would do is they'd take a microphone out on location, and then they'd undo the mouthpiece of those old, huge Bakelite phones, and they'd use what were called croc clips.
Yeah, Mike Dickin told me about that.
Yeah, and so you get an almost, well, no, you wouldn't get anywhere near, but you get a slightly better quality. I was going to say what they call studio quality, but you get a slightly better quality if you did that. I think you can do what you like with a phone now. And so, you know, if you're interested in putting audio out on this show, experiment with taking a line-out jack from whatever device it is you're using and seeing whether, you know, even if it means bearing some wires and twisting them into the...
Don't forget to subscribe and like. Comment too if you wish. Even slap your legs and make a purchase from Ann Summers. But don't do nothing.